The reason I am so popular and I'm so famous is that there's a large contingent of men who don't want to wear makeup, who still want to make money, go to the gym, be strong, drive a fast car, be traditionally masculine, and don't want to be shamed for that, and they don't want to be called toxic for that. That is the reason I'm so massively famous.
Andrew Tate has become very popular in these last few months, and even though he has been cancelled on multiple social media platforms like Instagram and YouTube, he is still everywhere and followed by a lot of people. But he also has the reputation of being the most hated man in the world, and the reason for that is because he is misunderstood.
I really do believe, and I state this almost with a degree of achievement, I'm the most misunderstood man on the planet. I really believe I am. It's crazy the level. There are people out there who truly believe I am evil, and I'm nothing close to it. I'm one of the most compassionate people you can possibly meet.
Now, why is Andrew Tate being misunderstood, and on what topic specifically? Now, let's firstly see what Andrew Tate says and what his vision is of mental health.
Well, depression is another weapon they use to destroy our masculine energy, right? That's another weapon they use, because the majority of depressed people are men. Men suffer from depression more than females, because a man's life is worse than a female's life. A man's life's much harder, right? So another way they destroy us is they convince us to be absolutely selfish. Depression is nothing but extreme selfishness. And the only reason this crap happens is because of the acceptance of depression. People say that depression is stigmatized. It's the complete opposite. It's accepted now to the point where it's almost promoted. And this whole society of accepting depression, as soon as someone's depressed, instantly go to them, oh, poor you, it's okay, we know you can't help it, you can't help it. Why are you telling people they can't help it? Why are you reinforcing that mindset in people? The last thing you should ever do is adopt the thinking of someone who is sad. I'm sad and I'm semi-suicidal, you should have the same views and beliefs as me. Get the fuck out of here.
No,
depression.
Damn.
It ain't real. There, I'm just blown out of the water. It's not real. You can come at me and say whatever you want. It's not real.
Now, Andrew suggests that people are depressed because they think like a sad person. And he's saying that if you are disciplined and go to the gym and take care of yourself and your body and your mind, you will not feel depressed. And I mean, if you're thinking about it, it's very true what he says, because the reason why people feel depressed is because they have a depressing life. They're not happy with who they are and what they're doing in life. But that's something you can actually change. And so for me as well, depression is only an excuse to allow failure. And again, to go back to the mindset, it's very important that you identify as a happy person, that you are successful. Because if you identify as a depressed person, like, oh yes, I am depressed, I can't work on that project, I can't do that, then yes, you're not gonna go far in life, you're gonna still be depressed. There is no point to think and act like a depressed person. I mean, ask yourself this question: why do so many millionaires have similar habits, like meditating, waking up early, being able to focus on work, or eating healthy? They're not thinking like losers. They have the right mindset and they know what it takes to be successful. Now, another topic where Andrew is being misunderstood is on money.
Money's not real. I have this saying and nobody seems to understand it. I say money's not real. And people say, what do you mean money's not real? Money's not real. Money isn't real. It's just numbers. It's all fucking invented. It's printed from the sky. It's garbage. Easier than ever before to make money. People don't even think about this stuff. They don't use their brain ever. They don't ever look around and realize how they're spending their money. They don't look around and look at which businesses are successful. They don't look around and pay attention to anything. They don't look at the world and all the things that are happening and how it can benefit them. Me and my team, we're watching the news. Okay, how can that make us money? How can that make me money? How can that make me money?
Right.
And it's a different attitude. They know all about the football results.
Right,
They know all about Rihanna.
Yeah.
They know all about that crap, all about Love Island. So if you're gonna be a lazy dummy watching Love Island and not paying attention every time you spend money and not trying to think and use your brain, guess what? You're gonna stay fucking broke.
A lot of people hate Andrew because he says that making a lot of money is actually easy. You just need to be responsible and don't be a victim. And I mean, it's the truth. I truly believe that if you put in the work, you can be successful in any area. Also, a lot of people hate on him because he's being harsh to his friends.
Cowardice is the problem. The world is full of cowards. We suffer from a pandemic of cowardice. We've never suffered from any other pandemic the last 3 years.
Now, when it comes to your environment and your friends, it's also very important because he states the importance of having a good environment that makes you stronger and not weaker. So he sometimes tells stories of his old friends where he would just punch them because that would make him weaker. And people don't really understand that because they're like, yeah, he's your friend. Why would you punch him? I mean, I agree. If you have friends that make you weaker, why hang around with them? You want to be the best version of yourself, so you shouldn't be with friends that pull you down. So surround yourself with winners and ambitious people and eliminate all the toxic and weak friends that you have. But I mean, overall, the reason why he is so hated by so many people is because he is provocative.
Go into the bathroom and look in the mirror, look deep in your eyes and say, yeah, I wouldn't fuck me either. Like, what do you want me to do? What game do you want?
He says things in a very harsh and brutal manner, but he does that on purpose for you to realize the severity and how the system imprisons you in the matrix, like he so calls, and that actually a lot of people are controlled by fear, and that you should stop being a coward and take responsibility and control of your own life. I think that his manner of transmitting and delivering his message is very intelligent because he's attracting a lot of attention, obviously, but it's also more effective for the people who want to improve their lives, since they need to hear the facts and the truth in a harsh and brutal manner for them to make the change. And also, with everything Andrew says, he teaches you to be emotionally intelligent, because you see all these people, these haters that hate Andrew for no apparent reasons, they are controlled by their emotions. And so when you listen to Andrew, you are basically learning to be emotionally intelligent, because you're not surrendering to the emotions, to what other people think of you.
Should young men, though, all aspire to be like you?
Should young men aspire to work very hard, have no criminal record, become multimillionaires, protect and provide for the women close to them, be sovereign so they can stand up and have their own points of view in face of cancellation, be able to not be mentally intimidated when they go on national TV and there's traps set up for them? Yeah, I believe that confident, strong men who stand up and protect and provide for women are a good thing for the world and a good force for the world.
And to prove to you that Andrew is a very intelligent man, I want to quickly go back to the Matrix. So the Matrix has accused Andrew of money laundering and running a sex trafficking business with no proof, because they want to try to discredit Andrew and make him look evil. He himself said before the ban that he was gonna get banned and cancelled from all these social media platforms, and he also predicts that if he continues to speak publicly, which he does, he's gonna get in jail and eventually he's gonna get suicided. So what I'm trying to say here is that people will come up with every excuse just because they're too afraid to think for themselves and look at the truth.
There are people out there who will stand up and say, I hate Andrew Tate. Why? I hate him. He needs to go to jail. Like, okay, why? I hate him. Why? They don't know why. When I see people who dislike me and I see them trying to explain why, it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. It's like, it's English, but it doesn't make logical sense.
To conclude this video, I want to say that I don't agree with everything Andrew says, but that doesn't mean I will stop listening to what he says, or that I will not respect him anymore, or that I will even hate him. I mean, you can even learn from people you don't like. If 60% of what someone says is valuable to you, then that's fine. The rest you just ignore. And at the end of the day, people hate Andrew because he's successful, because he has made a lot of money through his war room or his Hustlers University or his other businesses. And people say, yeah, Andrew says all of this controversial stuff just for him to sell more of his programs and products. But if it was so easy, why don't you do it? Why aren't you the multimillionaire here? You have to respect the hard work and dedication Andrew had. I mean, he didn't become a multimillionaire in just a few months. He worked very hard to get where he is today. And so I want to end this video by saying people prefer to talk shit instead of getting their shit done. Thanks for watching. If you agree or disagree with some topics I mentioned in this video, write them down in the comments, and yes, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.